Today I'm going to tell you how to check the rental rate of a house in any area you want to invest in. Intro. Hey everyone, I'm Lady from Lady and Jackhammer. And today we are going to talk about rental rates. Now, why is it important to know the rental rate in some area? Well, because if you're a buy and hold investor, then your ROI, return on investment, depends on the rent your rental property will produce. Let's say that you're looking for a rental house for around 120k. Well, if the rent rate in that area is not 1100 or higher, then perhaps it's not such a good area for cash flow. Well, let's see ways of getting that rent rate. Number 1. MLS. Rental comps from your agent. The best sale comps and rental comps can be found on the MLS, which is the system that realtors work with. Okay, if you want to know more about sales comps, please check the video right here, where I explain in detail about sale comps and ARV. But in case you're working with a realtor, which I recommend, on finding yourself buy and hold properties, you can ask your agent for the rent comps for any house that you're interested in. And from these rent comps, you can usually understand the market rent. I have developed a really good relationship with the realtors I work with, so they are cool with providing me with the info I need. And you can do the same. Number 2. Local property management companies. In almost every market, there are property management companies that we as investors can hire and leave all the property management to them. Because these people rent and manage, usually in various locations of town, they have really good familiarity with market trends, with the different areas of the city, and with type of tenants each location attracts. So I recommend making contact with few management companies, from which you can first find out about the areas in the city where you don't want to invest in, and about which areas are best suitable for your budget. And of course, you can ask for the possible rent rate in different areas of town. Number 3. Rental listings on Craigslist. A lot of people, and even some property managers, post their rental listing on Craigslist. What you need to do is go to the section of the housing for rent in the city you invested and make sure you're in map view. Now, just jump to the area of the city you need and check the rental listings over there. Now you can call some of the numbers and ask stuff like, so for how long are you looking for a tenant? And is there a lot of interest in your property? The answers will give you an indication if the rent they're asking for is overpriced or just about right. Before we will go on, let me ask you to hit the like button. This way I'll know that my video was helpful, and it will give me the drive to create more helpful videos about the best occupation in the world. Dog walking. Nah, I'm just joking. Real estate, of course. Number 4. Zillow. There is a section on Zillow that is called For Rent. It shows you all the for rent listings in the city. Just remember, those are not the only houses for rent in the city, because not every landlord uses Zillow to advertise their house for rent. Nevertheless, it is still a good indicator on the rent rate in different parts of town. So you can filter by price, by beds, by bath, home type, square footage, etc. Obviously, since these listings are not yet rented, it doesn't mean that the house will be actually rented for the asking price. But let me give you a tip. I look at all the houses in some area that are for rent, and I mark some of them with heart icon that Zillow has. And after a month's time, I go back and check some of the properties to see if they were rented quickly and for how much. This way I know for sure what is happening in that area rent-wise. Number 5. Hot Pets. It's kind of like Zillow, it's a site where you can see all the houses and apartments that are for rent at the moment. Number 6. Consult other investors. In every city you choose to invest in, there are already other investors with vast knowledge about this market. You can find those investors at physical meetings like Meetup or at your local real estate investors club. And you can also find them online on BiggerPockets and on real estate Facebook groups. You can ask your questions on those online platforms and create contacts with other real estate investors. Some of them will probably share the knowledge they have. Oh, I almost forgot. There is another way. It's a site called Rentalmeter, where you can fill in the address, the number of beds, and click Analyze Address. As a result, it shows you some properties around your subject property and gives you an average and median rent rate. The problem is that this site used to give more info, like the addresses of the properties it used for comparison, and then you could see if those properties are close enough or relative size-wise, etc. And now these services are not free anymore, and hence the data on this site became pretty vague, in my opinion. In case you want to share with me another way, please comment below or send me an email. Thank you for watching this video all the way till the end. And if you want to know more about the good and the bad of real estate investing, please make sure to subscribe and click the bell icon. Also, please like or write a comment on this video. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.